Republican vice presidential candidate Mike Pence is okay after a near disaster at New York's LaGuardia airport. Pence's campaign jet was moved overnight to a safe area. The plane overshot a runway last night and onto the grass in a rainstorm.
Governor Pence is here in Studio 57, and we'll talk with him in just a few minutes. But first, Don Dahler is at LaGuardia Airport with the hard landing that could have been much worse. Don, good morning.
Good morning. This runway behind me is about 7,000 feet long, and they needed every inch of it and more last night. Passengers described the smell of burning rubber as the plane fishtailed and skidded before finally coming to a stop, ending a nerve-wracking landing.
Oh, come on, sir. Watch your step. Come on. Make sure.
Passengers streamed off the Eastern Airlines Boeing 737 after it thundered to a stop at New York's LaGuardia Airport.
Eastern, stop, Eastern. We have a emergency in the airport.
The pilot slammed on the brakes, but the plane skidded off the rain-soaked runway, tearing up the ground before stopping in a patch of grass. None of the 48 people on board, including journalists, campaign staffers, and Governor Mike Pence, was hurt.
Everyone on board the plane is fine. Thankfully, it's some great work by the Port Authority and all the airport authorities.
Moments after the plane stopped, Pence told the press on board mud had splashed onto the front windows of the cockpit. CBS News journalist Alan He was traveling with the governor.
Suddenly, we hit the ground with a big thump, followed by a series of bumps. The lead Secret Service agent jumped up and ran to Governor Pence, who was in the front of the plane, to see if he was okay.
Anthony Rizzuto witnessed the rough landing.
I was sitting in the vehicle, and I heard a noise. I didn't know what it was. I looked up, and I saw this Trump-Pence plane making a noise, screeching, and it came to a stop right here. I knew something was wrong because you never hear that kind of noise. I'm here every day. You never hear that.
The incident may have been worse if not for a crushable concrete called an engineered material arresting system.
Arrestor beds are FAA-required installations at the end of runways to do exactly the purpose that they serve tonight, which is to slow down an aircraft that is approaching the end of the runway.
The NTSB is investigating. The wet surface, of course, might have been a factor. Governor Pence is expected to continue campaigning in North Carolina later today, traveling aboard a different aircraft. Charlie.
Thanks, Don.